G'day, this is Captain Noob, and this is a Bloodied Broadsider with 15% faster reload and plus 33% VATS hit chance, major and minor legendary effects. Not necessarily in that order, I'm not actually sure of the ordering of these two, but nonetheless, it is a 3-star Broadsider, and welcome back, Broadsider. This thing, let me tell you, this thing has been the butt of my bad weapon jokes ever since I originally recorded my instigating Broadsider video, which was, needless to say, one of the worst weapons I've ever used in this game. So, has the Broadsider lifted since that fateful night? Well, there's been a little bit of changes to this thing. In patch 10, they actually buffed all of the explosive heavy guns, including the Broadsider, obviously Fat Man missile launcher, I think, as well. Some grenade launchers here and there, got that too. They didn't tell us about it, so Bethesda obviously don't respect their player base enough to, you know, actually give us any idea on the trajectory and how they're rebalancing weapons, actually making them good. So yeah, fuck you too, Bethesda. I noticed this thing was shit. You can't cover up your tracks by suddenly buffing it now and making it better, but, you know, damage numbers aren't everything. I still think there are a few inherent problems with this thing, which we'll get to in gameplay, but regardless of that, 281 damage. I don't care to look back on my original Broadsider video to compare, but you're free to do that if you feel like it. Let's get this thing perked up a little bit, shall we? And it's a heavy gun, so chucking on some heavy gunner perks is going to increase this thing's damage, is it not? I'm not actually sure if it does. I'm gonna quickly come out of this because I'm not actually sure whether it does. No, okay, it doesn't. Okay, knowing that Heavy Gunner doesn't actually improve this thing's damage, I've gone ahead and chucked on Martial Artist, Barbarian, Incisor, and Iron Fist, and we're going Punchy as a backup. We've still got Grenadier here for, you know, explosive radius purposes, but VATS doesn't work with this thing, so we're going to chuck on Glow Sight for more damage against glowing things, and knowing this thing, I'll probably need every bit of damage I can get out of this thing, you know, despite it being under Nerd Rage threshold. In just a second, let me just find Demo Expert, because that'll directly increase its damage. And of course, a Bloody Mess will be chucked on as well. Dead Man, Sprinting, Evasive, a couple of the survivability perks for using bloody weapons, because I'm going to be doing this outside of Power Armor. Thanks to the Unyielding bonus, I'll be getting a lot more in terms of special stats, whether I'm in Power Armor. So, you know, I'm going to take that extra less defense for more special stats. And 509 damage, which is pretty damn solid, yes, but we can do better. Just wait. Alrighty, so no to the rad count on the health bar there. We're in Nerd Rage threshold, as you can see here, just on the cusp of it. What I do is I stand over near those rad barrels over in that direction for a bit. Then when I get around 20%, what I'll do is I'll just pick up Dirty Waters. That gives you like one rad at a time or something. And then you can use that just to fine tune it, just so you've got the maximum amount of health you have under Nerd Rage threshold. And with all of that crap out of the way, we get ourselves 1579 damage. 1579 damage, which looks really good, right? Whoa, we'll find out how good that is in just a second. Also, rare instance of rad storms, or did they buff the chance of that happening? Either way, that's kind of cool, they're rare. Now I'm taking more rads, that's not good. That's bad. Alrighty, so here we are outside the plaza. There are my special stats. I don't usually show off those. I show off the buffs though, so I'm getting 3 intelligence and 2 endurance out of some stuff that I ate. And of course, unyielding armor. Ooh, some of that's actually in pretty bad shape. And of course, you know, to make sure we've got this thing actually loaded and ready to fire, because I had to switch a server. By the way, I shot one shot out of this, and look how much that's taken a toll on the condition already. And we're somehow doing less damage. I might have actually disabled Nerd Rage. There she is. Alright. Let's get started on some Super Mutants, eh? And 95% chance shot. 10 damage. 10 damage. Okay, I'll give it the benefit of the doubt and say he's being blocked by something. I'll go for a critical here. 12 damage. 12 damage on the critical. Oh, yes. Yeah, you see, this is why I said, or would have alluded to how this thing... Oh, that's better. Yeah, that one made it. That one exploded pretty well because old mate sort of took it. Yeah, I'm saying that the problems sort of run deeper than just doing not as much damage as you'd think it would. So what I might do actually is just bounce it on the ground. I actually executed a sneak attack critical with a Broadsider just now. I couldn't accomplish that, so maybe the trick is to just, you know, shoot at the ground. Think of it as kind of like a grenade launch and you're playing the original Killzone, and oh man. Alright, literally shoot the ground. Don't Don't bother with hitting them anywhere else. Just shoot the ground around them. Direct hits are for people who can aim. Hey, it's like I'm using the Tesla rifle in Nuclear Winter. Perfect. Okay, that one didn't work. Maybe they have to be on a flat ground. Okay, I've got no idea why that isn't working. What the hell? Okay, he's thwarted me by standing on wooden platforms. By the way, I've got the tri-barrel on this, or the 3-shooting receiver, which is kind of nice, yes. So apparently 7 damage is enough to take these guys down, and you can really see how fucked this thing is when, you know, used with the damage numbers that they added. Thank you for that, Bethesda. That was a nice addition. Anyways, have a look at this thing's damage. Yep, 2153, almost through with the health bar of this, but that's okay. We've got repair kits on standby, so it looks like the Scorchbeast Queen finally has a use after all, right? Instead of being a big old tanky bullet sponge, dumb idiot boss fight. But regardless of that, let's go around the corner here and see if we can't cannonball these guys. Look out, it's the Flying Dutchman. The Flying Duchess, actually, because it's a woman and we just assumed the gender, so trigger the dislike button, please. So, a little bit more consistent. People were telling me that I should have, you know, just decided not to hit them, but, oh, come on. I just want to hit him in the face with a cannonball. So, for some reason, I think it's netcode issues, and this is the problems, this is the deep problems that I was talking about with this thing before. Also, I think projectiles go through that thing. Oh my god, that was a bad place to get staggered. I'm gonna make sure I recover from that concussion. Okay, I literally can't kill these guys because the explosions don't matter. Okay, that one worked. So, it's not any more consistent than it was before. It's still a buggy piece of shit, but when we do get the hits in and are able to capitalize on the quite devastating damage of this thing, fucking, how am I getting 7? How am I getting 7? I'm hitting... Something doesn't add up here. It owes me, like, let's see, 200 and fucking, like, 2100 damage. I'm not even going to bother to do the quick maths there. There we go. We killed him because we shot a table. Fuck me, Bethesda. Come on, lift your game. Look, it's something to do with the netcode because I've shot this thing, I'm moving, and then it just doesn't... Like, you probably saw it during gameplay. Maybe if I'm lazy enough or not lazy enough, I'll find a bit where I shoot it and then it flies out of the barrel like I would have shot it, but like at a delay. It's really quite strange. This thing seems to just like break the space-time continuum when it fires, which is honestly not what you want in a weapon, not what you want in any shape or form. Yeah, you see, this is why I said. Oh, yeah, you see, this is why I said. Oh.
Yeah, you see. This is why I said...
Alright, so this might be a struggle, yes. Also, big thanks to Lexicon for providing me with the lead needed to craft the abundance of cannonballs that I'm going to waste on this fucking super mutant. Come on! See, just then, I don't have to fucking slow the game now. I can just point to that example just now to say, yep, this thing is broken. It's still broken. You can slap a new paint on a fucking old Ford Falcon. It's still going to be a piece of shit at the end of the day. No, just kidding. Don't mind Ford Falcons now. What I hate are I-30s. They're pieces of shit, mate. I'm going to get killed. I've got serendipity. There's no excuse for this shit. Alright, from now on, I'm going to start counting all of the misfires that I've got from my broadsider here. Okay, that's 2, although that one wasn't particularly to anyone. Around the corner. 3, 4... I mean, for fuck's sake, come on. That one was probably going to hit 2 of the bastards. I got jumped by that guy. Just hit him in VATS, right? No, 4 damage. 4 fucking damage. And apparently that one did better, though. That one is... So, when it does hit, he's on the ground. He's crippled. He's, like, attempting to T-pose now. They kind of forgot I was here. That's how much they don't rate me as a threat. They're just like, alright, she crippled a guy. Well, let's have Smoko. We'll figure this out after lunch, eh? Alright, so apparently this thing is just a kneecapping tool. So we'll go for the knees. That seems to be a little bit more consistent. If we can find a way to make this thing consistent, I'll consider it a victory. So apparently against super mutants, you gotta kneecap them, which is quite honestly inhumane, but the question of being humane against super mutants, who are obviously inhuman themselves, It doesn't matter to me. Okay, so nut shots or nothing, basically. Doggos don't discriminate. You can shoot them anywhere and they kind of die, so yeah. Oh, there's another time-bending cannonball right there. Alright, so nut shots. We're a third-rate feminist. Also, oh shit, hang on. Let me just take a second out of this time to repair this thing. Shout out to Scorchbeast Queen for being such a good girl and dropping me these things, and also shout out for other people wasting my ammo, wasting their ammo, so I don't have to, so I can be a lazy asshole and, you know, just pretend that I'm doing stuff and just kill mobs for XP. All right, I don't think I have to be too afraid about this thing in terms of its splash damage versus me. The splash damage seems to like not work half the time anyway, so yeah. Whenever we do kneecap these guys, if it's not killing them, it's going to slow them down, which is good against the melee blokes, which I do enjoy. Big thanks to that lock and load perk, because that is really helping me out here. That minigun that's scary. I don't like that. Okay, maybe... No, concentrated fire doesn't work with this thing. Gotta remember that. For fuck's sake, come on. He's positioned himself in a perfect bit of cover. As long as I can't get to his legs, then I think they'll be fine. And by the way, the thing I said about the feminist joke, that's because they like hurting balls for some reason. But some blokes are into that, so they're just looking out for the wrong blokes, right? If they find a bloke who's into that, they wouldn't have to hate all blokes anymore. There we go. Unwanted social commentary on a fucking Broadsider video. I hope you're unsubscribed right now. Man, oh well. We've got this working. We just have to kneecap and nut shot literally everyone, which is comical at best. Oh, I don't like this. I'm running out of stim packs now. If they make me tap into my supply of super stim packs, that'd be a super waste. I've got 3 of those bad boys on standby for really bad situations, so I don't want to use all of those. Luckily enough, some of the damage that we do absorb just heals over time. It's just a matter of keeping our food meter up, because if that drops, we'll be on 0 health, and then we'll die upon healing, so that's not good. Alrighty, into this bloody hell room. Let's see what we can do here. Probably die. If I die, by the way, I'm not going to bother coming back here. I've had it with this Broadsider in here. Alright, we were almost defeated by a staircase, and I learned from my mistakes. Don't camp out there. That's a really bad idea. Okay, that guy's kind of down. There's another time bender. There we go. Looks like we're making good use out of this thing now. This thing just hates all blokes and likes to do damage to male genital... Wait, they don't have dick and balls. They're super mutants. Fuck me. It'd be nice if I had something like adamantium skeleton, wouldn't it? Maybe I could invest in that next time I do something as stupendous as trying to fucking make a Broadsider work. Too much, too much. See, instant heal off. I don't know what does it, and I'm still trying to... No, stop it. Stop that right now. I'm sure if I ask them nicely, they'll stop it, alright? Quickly avoid that doggo. Alright, looks like anyone who's keen to chase me has perished, so I've got to take out the guys with the rifles. They're kind of slow. They don't really run at you like the super mutants of New Vegas, which is unfortunate. You know, you should have given me more props for making a Broadsider work, Bethesda. You should have given me like 200 atoms or something. Another time bender. Oh, double kill! Put that on the fucking montage, will ya? And we're basically fucked once again. Good timing on the whole thing, though, so, you know, we can repair this thing and we can move on to the next section, but wow, we actually made it work. So, basically, the consistency of this thing is going to be your effectiveness of hitting stuff in the dick, which is hilarious and funny, like, but it slowly gets annoying over time because you kind of want to blow things heads off, right? You get those violent tendencies, and shooting stuff in the dick, you know, you kind of feel bad about it after a while. Maybe if you're a woman, you'll find enjoyment out of this, but as a bloke, I don't like it. I'm feeling secondhand pain here for all these bad boy super mutants. Alrighty, so now I kind of want to test this thing's potential at being a crowd control thing by hopefully luring all of these ghouls who are mysteriously out on a walk today. Maybe they're out to get their daily dose of prune juice, but I want to see how well this thing can go with that. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to lure them into this section here, because I'm not sure if this thing actually does have decent splash damage or not. We'll sort of try this out there. We won't want to grab all of them because I would just probably get whacked and then killed by the bastards because they have lag powers. But yes, whenever I jump, it sort of breaks their pathing. And that fucking deer is going to... See, what the fuck was that? He was all the way back there and he got me. So you take your eyes off the ghouls for like 1 second and they're off. Just got to take out that rad stag because I want full attention on me, god damn it, like a rock star or something. Get out of here. Okay, we can one shot. See, what the what was that? Okay, basically no splash damage, is it? Yeah, okay. The splash damage is very, very low, so I'm not actually sure whether what's it called, Demo or Grenadier actually has any benefit to this thing's explosive radius. I'd like to think that it does, but yeah, this thing is so wildly inconsistent that I kind of don't know. I've got no fucking clue how this weapon performs because it's just so over the place, but for what it's worth, we've been whacked twice. One more will do us in, and we're not doing too bad in this crowd control situation with a little bit of help from Marsupial and fucking noob jumping everywhere. That was close, by the way. We've done ourselves pretty well here, and I like how this thing is so broken that it breaks the damage numbers feature that they added in. So yeah, there's still some work to do here, Bethesda. You should probably look into what sort of network issues that are causing this bug, because I just think that it's not placing the explosion where it ought to be. I think that's the biggest problem with this. Alright, I was going to pop some right away, but you're keen to just show up there. And it doesn't look like we can penetrate fences with, you know, a giant lead ball. And, yeah, for some reason, a giant lead ball is explosive, too. Your guess is as good as mine on to how that all fits together. Alright, what's this ghoul doing? Is he going to find his mates? Because I'm pretty sure I already slaughtered a lot of them. Okay, this is kind of risky. Don't like this. And apparently you can't bounce damage off walls. They have to be on a horizontal thing. So okay, that's not good. If your explosions can only detonate from one axis, then you'll get problems where you're kind of boxed in, and that happens. Like, why the fuck couldn't I kill that guy? Is it the wild splash damage that wasn't working? Is it the fact that the explosion didn't happen at all? We've got no clue. So, you know, despite us finding a decent enough tactic for super mutants, we're struggling against ghouls, which are objectively weaker. They've got strength in numbers, but the numbers don't really mean a lot when you can slaughter them easily with a extremely high damage weapon, which this thing, for all intents and purposes, fucking should be, but it's not. That one went back to sleep. That's he's like, alright. We've killed him, not going to come back, they've only got a broadside at nap time. So the AI is basically making fun of me right now, so there you go. So I still think that is not good enough for use in a crowd control situation, so, you know, it's not boding well for the broadsider at all. It's been improved, sure, but it's not quite as consistent as it should be in terms of a day-to-day use weapon, even if you want to pull it out for the stronger creatures that you might find out in the wastes. You're still better off just punching them with something like this, which is something I haven't used yet. I've actually managed to get away with not having to use my power fist, which is kind of cool, I suppose. But yeah, I guess we'll test this on something a bit tougher then. Alright, how about a Deathclaw, eh? How about a Deathclaw? And yeah, I died there, so what I'm going to do, he's glowing, which means he should give passive rad, so he's going to help me get more damage by irradiating me, and he's got no idea. No clue. There we go. Okay, looks like we've got some more consistent damage numbers there at least. We're hitting for about just over 1k, which isn't terrible, but when our weapon is supposed to be doing 1.6, I don't know, maybe there was some resistance there. Deathclaws do have tough hides, I'll give them that. Okay, Swan time. We didn't quite kill him last time. He left us laughing, so let's see if we can't get some redemption, eh? Suppose that worked alright then. Obviously weren't hitting him too hard there for, again, 1600 damage. We're only hitting him for about 600-ish. So, yeah, I don't really know what's going on there, but we managed to kill him this time, which is an improvement, and I'll take that improvement, sure. Alright, that's what we've got left on our Broadsider's health bar. I'm wondering if we can actually do this with the crabs before this thing breaks on us. There we go. I don't know where this damage is coming from. There we go. My lurk seemed to be into being cannonballed at least. And these guys, luckily I can get those quick follow-up shots with that repeating barrel. That definitely helps quite a lot. And yeah, this is kind of efficient, isn't it? Whatever it is, crabs definitely like being broadsided. Maybe it's because they're sea creatures and all that shit. Alright, there's Mummy Crab. Doesn't seem to be anyone else around. And then we're back to shitty damage. Excuse me, what the fuck was that? Did I literally teleport next to her, then get rocketed back? What the fuck? Okay, now my Broadsider's broken too, so yep, let's just get the repair crew on that. Whoops, no, I don't want to buy shit for this gun. It doesn't, it's not even worth $1. You know those fucking dodgy sites that keep asking for sponsors would probably sell this for like $15 though. Could you believe that? There we go, a critical for just over 300 damage. Ah, there we go, there's some concentrated fire that nobody fucking asked for. Alright. Back to Davy Jones' locker with you, Kraken. Yeah, take that. Not so smart now, are you? You have to use... Oh, now you're just going to shake. Okay. I'm going to leave you to your death twerking, and we can move on to a Scorchbeast. I've probably used up enough of your time today, so no train yard smash. So we'll just head up here where there's no radiation, I suppose. Well, I'm full up on script, and I'm not going to let these legendaries that I've picked up go to waste. No. Alrighty, let's see if we can't take out a Scorchbeast this time, and it might be a little bit hard to, you know, bring him down with this, so to make this a little bit quicker, what I'm going to do is just take him with Enforcer, just so I can make him land. All that damage we're doing against him. Are you going to land over there? Not cool, Scorchbeast. Oh, he's thinking about it. He's thinking about it. They do the whole sting music like I've enraged decrypted, but that's okay. Also, I like how the Broadsider thing's a little bomb. I think that's kind of cute. Alrighty, Scorchbeast over there. Let's apply some knowledge here. So, direct hits aren't worth shit, but what if we hit him in range of the splash damage, eh? On a flat horizontal plane. That seems to work. 5 damage. 5 damage again. Alright, how about direct hits in VATS? We've done a total of about, let's see, 25 to 30 damage at this point. Not to worry, we'll just bring him down once more. No screaming, get the hell down. Okay, I think we've upset his pathing a little bit, or his AI, because he looked like he was lining up to scream. See, we can kill these guys. Well, with effort, with considerable effort, we can kill these guys, but not the Scorchbeast. We need to... It's just not working. He's not having it. So we might actually die here if we don't do something about this fucking bat. On the floor with you. Just on the ground. And you know what? You get the shotgun treatment. So do you. I can't be bothered pulling out the Broadsider for your dumbass. Are you just going to sit there now? Have I broken your AI? Well, Well, regardless of whether this thing's working as expected or not, let's take some shots at it. Oh, that did something. That did nothing. Alright, let's see if our Broadsider can be... we might run out of Broadsider health before we take the Scorchbeast, so let's pray that doesn't happen. I'm thinking it's about a 1 in 3 chance we actually hit these shots. Oh, we've done it! Look at that, and there was no inherent velocity in that, so he didn't freak out like usual, so, you know, that was kind of cool. And we did it without the Broadsider breaking on us once again. So, there you have it. The Bloodied Broadsider, much improved from patch 10? No, it's still a shit weapon. It's still a piece of shit. And, here's the thing. Here's where it needs to change, Bethesda, so fucking listen up. I'm the expert here. I'm like a lead developer, and I know exactly what I'm talking about. You see, this thing, it's got a few flaws inherent to it. Like, breaking the space-time continuum and firing the projectile, like, a second or so after you pull the trigger, that's not on. You can't let that happen. And having the explosion not occur where the projectile lands, so it's wildly inconsistent, that's not good either. So something needs to be done about that. Also, this thing health bar needs to be, you know, increased. Remember that patch where you increased all of the heavy guns' things, like the Gatling plasma, right? That thing lasts for ages now. It actually can be a viable source, and you don't have to spend copper and lead to keep this thing running after every few mags. Well, fortunately, I had the repair kits to keep this running, but that's obviously not going to last forever for this thing. So, for a weapon that you kind of want to use as a primary, or I use all of my weapons that I spotlighted as a primary, but yeah, this thing really isn't cutting it. So, a couple of things to change here on my recommended list, so, you know, get to it. You owe me, Bethesda. I spent $300 fucking on this game. Anyways, so if you'd like to see this thing in your game... Okay, I thought there was a Scorchbeast wings flapping for a second, but it's just a gun over there. I don't really give a shit. Yeah, if you'd like to see this thing in your game, be sure to check out your nearest fucking bin. There might be still some in there. It's still not worth using. Although, credit to the Broadsider, it has improved slightly. It's just so wildly inconsistent to make it... It's not really all that usable, unfortunately. So give this one a miss, unless you're like exceedingly disappointing yourself and promise damage that you will never receive. Thank you for watching, guys.